What's up, North County? You're tuned into the Backstage Pass with the Rebel Bear. I'm here tonight with my guest, Mr. Brian Wenzel, a.k.a. Gwamba. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, Kelly.
Thank you so much for coming in here tonight.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I appreciate it. You have my buddy, our special guest, Mr. Eric McCornack of Soundhouse, in the studio tonight. Thank you for coming in, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Born in Auburn, California.
Yeah.
Right on.
But do you know where Auburn is?
Northern California.
Yeah, it's
right?
up on like an hour above Sacramento on
Okay.
80.
Okay.
Highway 80.
And that was your general stomping grounds, like where all this transpired for you.
That's right. Yeah, Auburn and Placerville.
And you've been 45 years in the biz, about, if not a little more, right?
Yeah, for a minute.
And you've done a lot of crazy shit.
Right.
How did you get into music? Like your early years.
Right. Daddy issues. Right. Young emotional stuff. Music opened my heart up. To myself. And so I focused a lot on music, right? Because my childhood wasn't that great, right? You know what I mean? So it just came to me like a gift, music. You know what I mean?
Right.
To deal with my emotional stuff when I was a kid, and that's the way I look at it, right? I don't know if I ever would have chose it, except for writing and getting the emotions out.
Right.
That really, even when I was a kid, that made sense to me. Right? Even when I was a little kid, that made sense.
Better than hitting something, right?
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Or doing anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Vandalism or, yeah.
Right,
yeah, totally.
Right. Yeah, I was the perfect candidate for that guy, right? Because, I didn't have a dad at home, that kind of stuff, so I was a perfect candidate to go out and make those mistakes in my life,
But instead you did music.
Instead I stayed in my room a lot and played guitar. Yeah, a lot, and so kind of a funny question.
And it paid off.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. What were your first instrument, like your first thing that you gravitated to?
My voice first.
Yeah?
Yeah, I sang a lot. And then I got a guitar, and this was in, I was born in '63, so probably when I was about 6 or 7 years old, I started playing guitar. And totally self-taught, right? I remember going to my first lesson. As a kid, my mom brought me to my first lesson, and I said, look, I can play this. And the guy said, yeah, but your guitar's not tuned right. And so even at a young age, when my guitar wasn't tuned, I still made chords and still could reproduce what I heard on the radio.
Right.
And then they messed me up and they tuned my guitar right. And then I had, kind of that kind of a thing.
Well, tuning your guitar is the fundamentals, right?
Right, it's one of the fundamentals.
Yeah, it is.
That's right, yeah.
When you first play guitar, or when you even pick one up, you don't even realize that that's probably the most important thing. Learning how to tune your guitar and knowing what strings are, E, A, D, whatever.
Right, exactly.
It's like, and it's foreign to you when you first start.
Super foreign. And I didn't have tuners when I was a kid. It was all by ear.
Oh, right.
Pitchforks. I still have in my case, I still have one of the old
pipes.
Yeah.
It's important to learn to tune by ear.
Pipe.
Oh yeah, big time.
So that's some people kids who can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then, so vocal was your first instrument, which I personally believe, as a singer, one of the hardest instruments, really.
Oh, yeah.
Like, maybe not physically, like compared to drums, but vocals, you use your whole body.
Absolutely.
Now, after that, what was your next? Was it guitar?
Yeah, guitar. Mm-hmm.
And at what time did you start that?
I started guitar probably about 6 or 7. I was really young, and I had a Marshall stack by the time I was 15.
Nice.
So.
What was your first guitar?
Oh, it was I used to, Norwood. It was a Norwood guitar. It was my aunt's guitar.
Oh, okay.
And it was a Norwood guitar. And I figured out how to hook it up into my mom's stereo.
Oh, auxiliary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It played out the speakers.
Yeah.
And it made a really cool overdrive.
Right.
So there I was.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, that guitar, was that the guitar you used on the Marshall? Or did you have a different one by then?
No, by then, I believe the guitar I had when I was playing the Marshall was an Ibanez Destroyer 2.
Oh.
And Adrian Smith
Yeah.
From Iron Maiden had one, right?
Right.
It was the red one.
Right.
It looked like an Explorer. And I think I mowed and borrowed and begged, you know, for a few years to get it.
Yeah.
And then finally got it, you know. And I remember walking like from my house in Placerville. I used to walk like a mile to where downtown was, and with my guitar, just so I could walk up and down Placerville Main Street with my guitar. Right? There was something about
Like a new bike.
Yeah, it was
Right.
something
Show it
about it,
off.
right? Yeah, no one ever asked me, hey, what do you got in the case, right? But I knew what was in there.
Right,
And
yeah.
I would just walk up and down, right, the main street, and then walk all the way home with it.
Yeah, and you probably slept with that fucker too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's funny. How did you come up with the name Gwamba, the nickname?
Well, I didn't, but, you know.
Somebody else did?
Yeah, some friends of mine started calling me that. Before then, my name was Corky Coleslaw. That's what they called me.
Really?
Yeah, because my hair grew out and didn't go long. It just grew really big. I had real big hair. So they called me Corky Coleslaw. And then a good friend of mine who still sings in a band, Dreaded Nun in Sacramento. And they call him Duranimal. Yeah. And he just said it one time. He just said that word, and that's all it took.
Right.
I remember thinking, God, I hope he doesn't call me that forever.
It's funny because there are a lot of people know you as Gwamba.
Yeah, everyone
Well,
does.
that's- Yeah, yeah.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
you
Kind of
know?
noticed that online and stuff.
It's kind of weird, you know. When I grew up, everyone where I grew up had a nickname. No one went by their real names in Sacramento.
Right.
Right. There was Douchewood and Megasack and Vomit and Scummy. Right. Everyone had a nickname, and I just happened to be Gwamba.
Gwamba.
Yeah.
And to this day, I'm thinking, what is a Gwamba? Well, it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, which
And-
is awesome.
And when remember Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah. What was it? MySpace.
MySpace, yeah.
I remember seeing the first other person that I saw named Gwamba, and it was a rapper. And he's from Malawi, Africa, and he's still out there. And we spell it the same way.
Really?
But I'm pretty sure I had my nickname first.
Yeah, well.
Lawsuit.
Yeah, lawsuit.
So you were in or started a band, Uteris?
I joined the band Uteris.
Uteris, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Uteris. Yeah. The band was first called
Uteris.
Uteris. And then somebody put a hyphen in between the U and the T, and it was Uteris. It was on.
Uteris.
Yeah.
I should have known that right there, right? I should have known
Right,
that.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
screaming out Uteris online. Yeah, this is awesome. How did that come about?
I was in another band in Sacramento. I went to a show and I saw those guys. And I talked to the bass player guy and we hit it off right away. So I quit my band and immediately joined that band. And at the time that I joined Uteris back then, this was in '91, I think, a guy named Ira Black was the guitar player in the band. And if anybody knows who Ira is, he's played with Bullet Boys and Dokken and everyone, right? Everyone. He's a full member of Violence right now on tour. But he was in the band when I joined. And so they called him and I the Arsenal. And we would do real fast solos together, you know,
Right.
and kill it. And so that was the beginning of Uteris.
And was that something that was that something that you wrote
Absolutely.
wrote original music with, or
Yeah.
was that covers or at all, or no?
No covers. It was all originals. And they were all like, you know, right on the verge of punk metal kind of stuff, real aggressive, you know, kind of stuff. And yeah, it was all originals.
What year was this?
91.
91.
Yeah. All originals.
And were you supporting bands with that band at the time?
We were supporting everyone. There was a club in Sacramento called the Boardwalk that
Yeah, the Boardwalk. I know the
Right.
Boardwalk.
And we painted that club a couple times for Mark Earl, and we got every opening act that came through, every metal act, because we painted his club for him. And so that started us on that road, right? And we opened up for everybody. I mean, like, you know, everybody back in the day.
Feel
Anyone
free
who
to
came-
drop a few names.
Well, I mean, anybody, you know, Badlands,
Y&T.
Y&T, you know, anybody that came through at that time, we were opening for those bands, right?
And it's crazy how many of those, how many of the NorCal bands,
Oh, yeah.
like a lot of people don't realize, like a lot of those bands that came from like Northern California spawned a lot of,
Hugely.
Metal scene, you know.
Yeah.
spawned a lot of great bands.
Hugely.
You know,
yes.
Y&T and Tesla and yeah.
Deftones,
Testament,
Cake,
Exodus,
Testament, Violence,
Right.
Forbidden,
yeah.
Defiance.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh man.
People thought that LA was the big scene.
Right.
Which
Different
in a
scene.
way it was for more of the hair metal style.
Yeah.
That's right.
But when it came to the harder, heavier hitting stuff, Northern California was probably where it was at.
I remember doing shows at the Ruthless Inn in San Francisco on Broadway, and Slayer would come from LA, right, to do the show. And we all had a special nickname for Slayer because they wore makeup and stuff in 91,
Yeah.
92, right?
Oh, really?
And we all thought they were
leather.
kind of light, right?
Right.
I know they're the,
Yeah.
Right.
Satan
They're the epitome,
reincarnated
right?
now, right?
yeah.
But back in the day in San Francisco, right, their chotch wasn't like, let's say Testament's chotch,
Yeah.
Right.
you know?
Well, Metallica did wear
Well,
spandex.
Well, there you go.
Pantera.
Yeah.
Right? Look at Pantera.
Pantera,
the
yeah,
Cowboys.
Pantera too.
That's right.
I mean,
Which
they're
is
totally
crazy.
different.
Like,
Yeah.
what made those bands morph from that to what they are now, or what they,
Right.
what they're so famous for? When I look at that, and to me personally, all the times Eric and I played music together as kids, never once did I ever consider teasing my hair, putting on makeup, or I pegged my jeans, but other than that, I would never wear spandex or anything like that. It was like jeans, sneakers, and your T-shirt, good to go.
I went
So,
through that phase.
Yeah, I just think that so many great bands came out of that area that a lot of people don't really realize.
Oh, right, yeah,
Yeah, totally.
exactly.
Well, it's funny because we were talking about all the people that you and I know together,
That's right.
like the Fried Brothers.
I
and-
know it, right?
Isn't that crazy?
Fried Brother. What's
It's-
up, Harry?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's like it's such a small world,
It is. It really, truly is,
you
right?
know. And I was very grateful to be able to play the Redwood Run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Mm-hmm. And now you played a lot of those festivals up there.
We played with the Fried Brothers for. I played with the Fried Brothers from Uteris till Freight Train Riders.
Really?
Absolutely. Harry was like my dad. Right? He was like my guy. He gave me a lot of good advice back in the day. Right? I spent a lot of time with Harry. He taught me how to fish. He taught me a lot of stuff. He was a really great guy in my life.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty interesting because they have quite the following, and
Yeah.
it's a cult.
I thought you were going to say something else. But, well, they're biker culture, so
Right,
it's
right.
a little rough around the edges.
So it is a like a cult following in a way.
Absolutely,
You know?
yeah, the Fried
Yeah,
Brothers, yeah,
definitely.
You
they
betcha.
have their crowd.
Oh, you
know?
bet.
And it's definitely the biker community.
Oh yeah, I mean, all their albums are about riding and,
Yeah, crazy.
Dirty Roar of Thunder.
And then a lot of the other bands you played, what was it, Defiance? Was that one of the other bands?
Defiance was another band. Yeah,
And what was that like?
that was like that was one of the funnest times, right? Really, because it was right after Lucky Number 13, and my friend Ira Black was supposed to go for the audition, and he got another gig, and he called me and he said, "Dude, Defiance needs a guitar player. You need to go to the audition." So I learned this stuff, right, and went down there and thought, all the way there, driving from Sac to Hayward, I thought, where's this audition going to be, right? Well, it ended up being at the bass player's apartment, right? And they put on the CD and they had a little tiny amp, and I plugged my guitar and they said, go. And they all sat on the couch and watched me, right?
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was really interesting. And they laughed after every song, right? And I thought, I don't know if I have this or not. And at the end, the guitar player, Doug, said, well, we got some other guys, but you got the gig, right? You're gonna have the gig. And so from that point on, I was in Defiance. And it was a lot of fun.
Now, you mentioned Lucky 13.
Mm-hmm.
That was with Tommy Skeoch.
Tommy Skeoch from Tesla.
From Tesla. And how
Skeoch.
How,
I'm sorry,
gonna
Tommy.
say,
how did you wind up? Did you know him from days gone by, or how did you wind up hooking up with him?
Well,
Because
yeah.
that's to me, I grew up listening to that guy.
Yeah, you bet.
Fuck yeah.
Tommy's
Like,
a genius. He's
yeah.
great. He's a great player.
Yeah, I was bummed that he wound up leaving Tesla.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was great in Tesla.
That was right at the time when I was playing with him that all that stuff was happening with getting kicked out of Tesla.
Wow.
Like that was exactly during Psychotic Supper.
Right.
was when all that stuff was happening, right?
That's a great album.
Psychedelic,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
that's right.
Psychedelic stuff or
Psychotic.
Oh, sorry.
And all the little 13s in there and stuff, right, was the influence that Tommy had on the band with the darker stuff.
Oh,
You know what
okay.
I mean? Yeah, Tommy
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
the darker member of the band.
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, I just knew him from around Sacramento. He played with a band called J.L. Richards Band for a long time, right? He was in another band with a friend of mine, and City Kid was the first before Tesla, right?
Before Tesla,
Right, and they had a guy named Brooke Bright that played guitar, and he went to Tahoe to play with the Rob Hanna Experience, which was a Rod Stewart impersonator, and Tommy stepped into that position, and so that was a really great position for him.
He lost his job to a Rod Stewart tribute band?
No, the Rod Stewart guy left, and he went to.
That's
how he
because
got-
City Kid
yeah,
wasn't really
yeah.
doing that much, right?
Yeah,
and that
City
was
Kid-
good money at the time, right? And so then Tommy came in,
I gotcha.
and then.
So he must have been bummed when he bailed from City Kid and City Kid turned into Tesla, you know?
Brooke?
Yeah.
I talked to Brooke after that, and he, it's it's like the Peter Best story.
Totally.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It's like that. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, shekels.
missed
Yeah.
the bus
Shuffles.
on that one. Oh, sheesh.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Gwamba. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Glenn McWilliams.
And I'm Annie. As sixth-generation farmers, we understand what it takes to keep a ranch, a farm, and a community growing strong.
And that's why we started Premier Ag to bring quality feed, trusted Western wear, and real service to the Central Coast.
From hay delivery across the county to hands-on support for local youth and ag programs, we're proud to give back to the community that raised us.
And when we say from seed to stable, we mean it. We've walked the fields, we've fed the animals, and now we're here to serve families just like yours.
Come visit us at 1041 Paso Robles Street in Paso Robles and experience the difference of a store built by farmers for farmers.
From seed to store, where quality meets country. Looking for a top quality concrete coating in SLO County? Hi, I'm Matt Gifford with MGP Coatings, your trusted local expert in durable, long-lasting concrete coatings backed by Pentec's limited lifetime warranty. Whether it's residential or commercial, we deliver expert craftsmanship, premium products, and unbeatable customer service. When we say we make concrete great again, we mean it. As a locally owned, community-driven company, we take pride in transforming garages, patios, pool decks, wineries, and even interior spaces into stunning, functional areas. Are you ready to upgrade your space? Give us a call at 805-952-5.
Hey, Backstage Pass with the Rebel Bear. We got Gwamba in the house. He's got his guitar and he's going to play us a tune right now. Check it out.
This song is called Watermelon. You won't believe, but it's really true. I got a watermelon for you. A baked tiger, I am one. Not from the jungle, but from the sun. The silver bird that I flew in on. Out of the fire and the beyond. I wore this helmet to impress some. I'm merely showing my skins for drums. Ooh, watermelon. Ooh, watermelon. 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 Ancient aliens shown us how. Doctor Who was in the Pharaoh's house. I for one don't know where it is. Inside a room in the pyramids. The puzzled panther inside of me. Wings on my feet call me Mercury. Seeds of conception, I'm sowing some. Cut it in half and then double it, son. Ooh, watermelon. Ooh, watermelon. 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 Watermelon.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Figure that timing out, people.
Was that the one you played with the extended version of that? What one had the extended version?
That was the extended version?
No, what one did you play the other night that had the extended version?
Lay down.
Oh yeah, that was Lay Down.
You got to play that one too in the next time you play. That's a great one too. I loved the extended version when you said the extended version.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
That was ripping. Yeah. It was cool because there's not too many people that can break off into a lead and keep it still flowing. Like, you know, you kind of lose that whole the bottom end rhythm.
Right.
But when you played it, it like still kept me. It was still going. So
That's bluegrass.
Yeah. Well, it was. I hope you play that. Do
you want me to play another one?
No, we'll go back into
Chilling
some
now?
chat and
All right,
we'll
cool. Here.
we'll get you a couple more times though on that
Cool,
guitar.
dude. Thank
You
you.
sounded great. Thank you so
brother.
much. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
So the Defiance band. Now was that band on a label?
Yeah.
And what label was that?
That was on Roadrunner.
Oh,
Road
okay.
Racer, Roadrunner. You know, back Monty Connor stuff.
Right.
Mike Varney.
A
All
lot
those
of different.
guys.
Yeah, Mike, you're right.
Yeah.
And a lot of different bands were on that label at the
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
Did you do any of the bands at the time that when you were on it?
The other bands that were on?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Were you
man.
buds with them, or
I
what?
think Violence was on there. Forbidden, I think, was on Roadrunner. I think. I don't know if there was many bands that weren't on Roadrunner.
Yeah,
in
if
the
they're
Bay Area
metal back
then.
up there.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Mike Varney and Monty Connor sucked it all up. They signed everybody,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you toured a lot with that,
Yeah.
and all over the country.
That's right. Yeah.
What were some of the best shows you did?
Detroit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Back east was pretty good.
rock and roll.
Yeah, you know, at home people get tired of seeing you.
Right.
And then you go all the way across the United States, and it's the first time people have ever seen you or experienced Bay Area metal, and they lose their beep minds.
You know, I don't know what it was like back then, but when I played the New York scene, totally different than here, for me. Like,
Absolutely.
the whole vibe is a little different. I don't know if it's the Central Coast. I don't know what it's like in Northern California or in Los Angeles as far as the brotherhood of music. But there was no real camaraderie or brotherhood between bands back east.
Right.
It was like a real rivalry. You
Yeah.
know, where here it's like, oh, bro, come jump on stage. Back there it's
That's
like, get
right.
off our stage.
That writes good music.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine so.
It does, yeah.
So yeah, Detroit, and then where were some of your other places that you really enjoyed?
Well, pretty much all the back east stuff.
Did
I
you ever
like.
play Lemoore?
Where?
Lemoore?
Lemoore, Texas?
Lemoore, Brooklyn.
Oh, I don't know.
It's
Maybe not.
90, I want to say 96th Street, 92nd Street, there in Brooklyn.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, you
it's
know.
a little hole in the wall club, but everybody played there.
Right.
Like any band you can name, you know, played there.
There was a place in New Jersey that was pretty cool called The Saint. I remember that place too.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
Yeah,
I think I
that's
saw
pretty
it in
cool.
like some of the magazines.
Right.
Like the rock magazines. A lot of great places to play back there.
Yeah, there really is, right?
Yeah. So when you start back to the Lucky 13, when you started that with Tommy, were you guys writing music together on that?
No, it kind of went like this. So when Uteris broke up, right, I started Lucky Number 13, and the bass player from Uteris came, and he sang for the band and played bass again. Now we got a guy named Joey Pregno on the drums, and we started writing and playing, and Tommy started coming out to the shows, and so he started sitting in with us, and he was looking kind of like for something. I don't really know at the time what he was looking for, but all the songs that I write in there were like, I wrote a song called Satan's Picnic that kind of took off underground, you know what I mean? And so he heard all these songs and he loved them. And so he put us in the studio on his dime in Troy Lucchetta's studio in Hayward, One Thin Dime Studios, right?
Yeah, I know Troy.
So, yeah. So we went there and we recorded the Lucky Number 13 demos, right? It was like 8 songs. And so that was Tommy's involvement with us, was he sat in with us and then he recorded us. And then from what he said was he went ahead and shopped it to David Geffen. And David Geffen, in Tommy's words, said that was canned ham, ridiculous. He wasn't interested in that kind of a thing, right?
Too dark?
Well, I think it was part of the reason that, well, I don't know what the exact reasons were, but Tommy was kind of, he was into that kind of stuff, right? And it wasn't the Tesla image at all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not at all.
It wasn't even the Tesla image at all. Frank had a couple of bands that were way cool, like Moondog Maine, and I always thought our bands were better.
Now, was that Frank Hannon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had some other bands in town that played too, but they weren't kind of like more on the evil edge, on the heavier,
kind of more
darker
happy
edge. Yeah. And so the cassette that's out there, or the demo that's out there, Tommy Skeoch recorded that, or paid for the recording, and we recorded with Dan McClendon was the one that mixed it. Do you know Atomic Tommy McClendon?
No.
The guitar player, UFO.
do not.
Also, anyways, his brother.
I know UFO, but I
his
don't
brother
know that
mixed
name.
it. And then Tommy formed another band called Agrasaur, or Agrasaur, however you say it.
Agrasaur.
Yeah. And then I was in that band, and then and that was all Tommy's writing. I didn't write for that band at
So
all.
you guys must have been pretty good buds.
Yeah, we were really good buds for a while. We were like, hung out together all the time for a while.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it was a shame to see him go, but the guy that they have now, Dave Rude.
Mm-hmm.
You know Dave?
Yeah, I know Dave.
Yeah, I've met Dave a few times, and super nice guy.
Yeah.
He and his wife are really nice, and I think he was a good fit for that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I was glad to see that Tommy, still kept going.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I thought like, oh, the guy just, I didn't hear anything from him. So like any projects. So like, Lucky 13 was the only thing that I actually heard. So I didn't hear about.
He did a thing called Resistant Bite that you can look up.
Right.
And it was really good. And they toured and stuff.
Now, does he sing at all?
Tom?
Yeah.
Tommy? No.
No, just play guitar.
Yeah. Well, if you look at some of Tommy's stuff, he has some stuff out there from back in the day called Brand Metal and something else, Freak Bucket. And all that stuff he sings on and plays guitar, and it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So right here. Tell me about this right here. Tell me about Okra Pickles.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how sexy you were.
No, well, that too. We all know that.
You are so sexy.
We all know that.
Your body is rocking.
I got this cool shirt that I was given by my buddy. So, Okra Pickles.
The Okra Pickles, man.
Okra Pickles.
The Okra
Now
Pickles.
that band did some cool shit too.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah. That's a whole story. Let's
Look
hear
up Jessica White, Okra Pickles.
Yeah.
Look that song up right now.
It's just another one of those stories, right? After all the heavy metal, I got this old guitar and started writing weird Okra Pickle songs, and got a couple of guys, and it was kind of a joke to start off with. We were just kind of playing open mics and being goofy about it.
Right.
And the drummer had been in a signed act before. He had been in a band called Hag, or 58 Fury, Sacramento Heroes, man, just a really great band. And so he sent this guy named Hugo Cole our tape, right, that we recorded. And the rest is like they say,
And who was all in Okra Pickles, like the guys?
Clovis McDivitt was our bass player, Chris Clovis McCann, and Ryan Smith was our drummer. And that was it.
And how did you wind up meeting these guys?
They were just my Sacramento guys.
Just your bros?
The bass player used to give me a ride home from practice every night. Right? He was in a couple local bands, but they were just friends of mine. Just basically friends of mine.
And you wrote all that material yourself?
Yeah.
And then just showed it to them and.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what inspired all that?
just life, basically life, right? I was writing a lot of heavy metal stuff. And so to write kind of like, songs about teaching my dog how to talk or, things like that, really whimsical stuff, right? Just really appealed to me at the time. And so
a little more like lighthearted, little not so dark.
Way more lighthearted.
Yeah, because that's what the music is. To me, it's great music because it takes you, it's right there in that mid to late 90s feel.
Absolutely.
But it's its own thing. You got to check them out, people.
What was the song you and I were watching?
Just Go White is my favorite. But the other one, what was the one that you guys did that was sort of you still got some airplay?
Oh, Play It Every Day?
Play It Every Day.
He played that for me on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And then you played it. He played it for me on YouTube. And then you played it, I think, was it yesterday?
Maybe.
You were outside just chilling.
Probably,
and you played it. And then I was talking to you and I said you stopped playing, and then I was like, play it every day. And I was like, holy shit, I'm singing that song. Yeah. Real catchy.
A great song.
Yeah, super great song.
It'll probably be
that put us on the map, Yeah.
Now you had like did that reach the chart or something like that?
Yeah, it charted.
Tell us about that.
Charted. Well, it charted, right? It was like by complete accident, or not, or whatever. And one of the guys in town named Pat Martin that used to work at 98 Rock, he started playing it on the Friday Frenzy, like the joke, fish heads, roly poly, all those joke songs,
Right.
He started throwing it in that mix. And then like another station picked it up on their Friday Frenzy kind of show, their Dr. Demento kind of show. And then somebody else picked it up and it had this natural thing where it just went by itself, right? And then the next thing you know, it made it over onto mainstream radio, right? It started in Vegas, and they started playing it there. And then it just became like a national song that was on. I remember driving with no money in my pocket, right? In the soccer mom van with a trailer on the back, right? With as much clothes as I could get on because the heater didn't work, right? And here it comes on the radio. Dun 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 dun. You just kind of sit there and go, okay.
That is such a cool feeling, I bet you, man.
And there's probably somebody out there listening to it that thinks I'm rich.
That's what it was. It was like, this does not feel this doesn't feel like my song's on the radio.
Right, I could imagine.
Yeah.
I've never had my song on the radio, but I could imagine if I did, that's how it would feel. Like,
it was trippy.
Holy shit, is this really happening?
Yeah, it was really weird.
And it's funny because when somebody hears somebody's song on the radio, they, a lot of people instantly think, they must be rich or.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
I
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back. He's going to play us into our next set. Stay tuned. Hey, if you have some questions or anything you got, let us know. He'll answer them if you want.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid.
And Deanna.
At North County Junk Removal. We are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Hey, Backstage Pass with the Rebel Bear. We have Gwamba in the studio, and he's going to do another song. This is called If You See K. This is awesome. Check it out.
I've been sitting here about half a week just shooting darts at my TV screen. Feeling so mean. She said she's leaving me. I ripped up all the pictures, man. I wrote them once, then I ripped them twice. Now I'm sitting here with a roller tape, trying to put things right. I know she'll come walking right back through my front door. Been looking for her at all the Dollar Tree stores. Hey man, if you know me, now's the time to say. If you see Kate, tell her hey. I miss her loving arms and her kisses most of all. If you see Kate, tell her hey. I don't like feeling lonely and I'm sorry. If you see Kate. I've been drinking a lot more lately than I should, but that's alright cause I feel good. Angel of death, don't come scare me just yet. I'll paint it on my bedroom walls a black that fits my soul like a tight shoe. I'm thinking of you. I've been breaking stuff too. I know she ain't gonna come walking right back through my front door. Been looking for her at all the Dollar Tree stores. Can't get her out of my mind, can't get her out of my head. If you see Kate, tell her hey. I miss her loving arms and her kisses most of all. If you see Kate, tell her hey. I don't like feeling lonely and I'm sorry. If you see Kate.
Brilliant.
That is
Brilliant
great.
every time I hear it.
That's
Every
hilarious.
time I hear it.
Thank you. I appreciate you
I'm
playing
just
that.
here to be the roadie
So,
today.
how many albums did Okra Pickles have out?
We have out 2 full-length albums, 1 CD single, and 3 cassettes and 2 videos.
Is this stuff that people can find
Yeah.
on? So there you go. You can find this on your streaming platforms, probably, right?
Yeah, Spotify.
Spotify.
Yep.
Okay. So you can find Okra Pickles. That's this right here on Spotify, and some interesting. There you go, right there. Interesting stuff like extremely talented guys playing not your average,
That's
just
not-
hard rock.
not
It's
an
like
album. That's not-
it's totally different.
What?
That's not an album.
No, not yet.
Now,
Not yet.
I'm curious about the mandolin. You've been playing that for a while?
Since about 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because man, that was really good.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that. Thank you.
I saw the video online and I was just like, oh,
Right?
oh yeah. It's you playing with. I don't want to jump ahead, but we'll talk about that band. Next. But how long did Okra Pickles tour for?
From 96 to 2001, basically. Yeah.
Now,
Solid.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you, just all over the states.
United States. Started at the main loop, right? Back in the day, like in 96, the loop was like California, Oregon, Montana, Utah, Arizona, you know what I mean? There was like this loop that you could do right there, you know? And you could just do it over and over and over again and build up your following there. And then after we did that, then we, went out a little further, right? And it took us like probably 2 years to get back out east, right? And to do it that way. But then once we got back out east, it was just one big, long friggin' trip, right? Long forever.
Right.
Forever.
Wow. And how at that time? How did you guys? Would you just tour in a van or?
Yeah. We started in a van, and there's a video out there about our first van. It's called The Green Van. We wrote a song about the Green Van. We used to have a big, giant bear's head on the top of it with a joint sticking out of his mouth. And we drove this thing cross country, dude. And then when that blew up, we graduated to a white soccer mom van, right? And there was me in this seat, the bass player, drummer, and our roadie, and all the gear was in the back and on the top. And then once we did that for about a year, we got a trailer, right? And then once we got a trailer, we had the whole inside of the van to lay down in. It was
Right,
great.
it stretched out a little bit,
It was
huh?
amazing.
That's good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Now, when it comes to let people know what it's like, when it comes to financing something like that, is that somebody else financing it or you guys financing it?
The all and mighty ingredient is money. Yeah,
Right.
we financed none of it. That was all financed by our label. at the time. Yeah.
Right.
And this guy named Hugo Cole worked for Sony Records. He lived in New York. His wife worked for BMRC, which was like another record label, right? And then he branched off from Sony and formed his own subsidiary called, first it was the Work Group. I don't know if you heard of that. And then it was called Huge Label. And so we were just basically a part of that machine, big money machine, right? And at our level, they were looking to spend money so they didn't get taxed to death with the stuff they were making money at.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of were supposed to be a tax write-off that didn't work out that way.
Right.
But you know what I mean.
So now, were there nights where you got motels or you didn't, or
The plan is to find a friend with a place to stay. That was the plan always.
Right.
But if that fell through, we were able to get a hotel room.
Well, I would imagine like if you made the rounds enough, right? Gathered up enough fans.
Oh yeah.
Met a few fans, and then be like, hey, we're coming through town next week.
That's exactly how it ended up being.
Yeah.
You know, in every state we had our families, right? And we would just stay with our families, and rarely did we have to get motel rooms. Yeah, we just pretty much stayed with our families.
Well, that's good, and people probably fed you really well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
awesome. So I don't know if I'm going backwards on this or not, but one thing that I found in your bio that was really interesting, or that I'd heard or something like that, was that you played for Rob Halford. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
Toured and played. And that
Rob
was
Halford from Judas Priest.
Rob Halford from Judas Priest. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Thank you.
yeah, at the time he was in a band called Fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of my
Great
favorites.
band.
Loved that first album.
Right,
Woo.
right.
Awesome.
And so I joined the Bay Area band. After Defiance, I joined Pigs, which was a real underground, super popular with all the bands, unsigned band, right, called Pigs. And it was fronted by this giant guy named Ryan Logston, right? And he had the voice of an angel, right? And literally back in that time, which was 94 maybe, 94, 95 maybe, there was no internet, nothing like that, right? And literally we got a song on some kind of compilation that Rob Halford heard. And Rob Halford did the math, or did the legwork to get us on the tour, believe it or not. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, he must have heard something that...
It was the guy's voice. He loved Ryan Logston's voice.
He must have heard something that he loved.
He loved it. Ryan Logston, he loved his voice. His voice was amazing. Right. Yep. And so we went and did the Rob Halford thing.
And now, and that was just touring with him, or you played with him?
No, the last few shows I got to play with him because it was an illness or a drama. I don't remember what it was.
Right.
But they had a few people come in and out of that band.
And how was that for you? Was that pretty cool? Or was it a little nerve-wracking?
No, it was like just regular gig. It was another night. You know?
That's cool. Because, it's weird. The last time I played with Ronnie Montrose, it seemed a little more... It seemed a little more tense for me, but the first two times I played with him was like butter. So it was kind of weird for me that last night I played with him. I don't know what it was. My nerves were a little more. Maybe it was, and I had already played for, big crowds with him, so it wasn't, But I was just curious to know because Rob Halford's such a, that's such a big name. But to play with him, that must have been awesome, right?
Yeah, it was cool, I mean, it was like, at the time, he wasn't in Judas Priest, so it wasn't that cool.
So, I don't know. I thought
if I got to sit in with Judas Priest, that would have been,
Right.
The Fight was just kind of like, he hijacked a band in Arizona and went on tour with it, right? It wasn't like this big, giant, cool, I'm not trying to sell it out. I'm just saying it wasn't Judas Priest, right?
Right, yeah. But I still thought it was great, though.
Yeah, it was cool.
If I would have went to that show,
I thought Pigs went out and killed Fight every night. That's what I thought.
Oh, really?
I thought
Were
we
they
destroyed
the
Fight.
opening band?
Yeah, we were the opening band.
Okay.
And I thought we destroyed the dog crap out of them every night. That was in my head, right? That we just destroyed them. Right. The only thing they had going for them was Rob Halford in my head, right? But that was the competitive nature of the game back then too, right?
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Big time.
Sure.
Right? Yeah.
The drummer was good.
Scott Travis was amazing.
Travis,
He's just like, he wasn't part of the Cyanide thing or the band that Halford hijacked in Arizona, right? He was like the Judas Priest guy.
Right.
Scott Travis, and he was like, his feet were like that monster guy.
And so when all that happened, another thing I heard, you toured with, was it Rob Zombie?
Mm-hmm.
How did that, and Korn, right? How did all that happen?
Just basically the way everything happened, right? Uteris was unsigned. We had a 9-song demo, right? And we had a promoter out in Nevada that got us a lot of good shows. And he said, I got this, it's like an 8-club run with this band called White Zombie, right? I had never heard of White Zombie before. I wasn't impressed. I just wanted to go on the road.
That was their first album, maybe?
Exorcisto,
yeah.
I can never get it right, dude.
Right. I'm still really great friends with Ivan, the drummer. Like, him and I talk, right? We're still really great friends.
I heard he lived in Santa Barbara, didn't he?
Ivan, he lives in Seattle. Or in
because I knew someone who took a lesson from him like 30 years ago.
He might have. But
after he got left or however it went down with Zombie, he was given lessons around like the Santa Barbara area from what someone told me. This are full of shit, which could have been.
It could have been, right? Because our paths went a long ways, and then we met back again, Ivan and I, in Oregon when he was doing this radio show called Metalopolis. Right, and so our paths crossed again. But yeah, it was just simply a promoter hooked it up. You should go watch the videos. It's their stage setup back in the day when I toured with them was comedic. It was like all homemade props.
Kind of cheesy?
Real cheesy.
Really?
Yeah. And there's some secret sauce in there that I recorded some of their sound checks, right? And you can check it out. You can just check it out and see what you think. And we used to, in Uteris at the time, we brought 12 Marshall cabinets on the road with us, right?
Oh, you said something about that.
And most of them were dummies. 10 of them were dummies, 2 of them were real.
Tell us quickly. Well, hey, we got to take a quick break. I want you to come back and tell us the story about the cabinets that you took on tour with the White Zombie. You got to hear this. This is friggin' awesome. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
The song is called Lay Down, and it goes out to my beautiful wife, Sherry. Lay down beside me. Lay down right beside me, yeah. Sealed off all the rivers and cut off their mouths. I gathered up the water, took it back to the house. There's a cold, dark ocean where the sun don't shine. Been riding them waves for the longest time. I've been drinking, 'cause you can't help me now. I've been spending my time in that hell underground. You can't help me now unless you lay down beside me. Lay down right beside me, yeah. Yes, I ate the cancer, but I did not chew the pit. I guess I should have swallowed. There's a tree where I spit it. And the fruit looks fine, but it don't taste right. Take advice from a friend and I've been drinking, 'cause you can't help me now. I've been spending my time in that hell underground. You can't help me now unless you lay down beside me. Lay down right beside me, yeah. An extended version for Kelly now. Lay down right beside me. Lay down right beside me, yeah. Lay down right beside me.
Beautiful. Give me that thing.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, you guys.
Sounding great, brother.
Thanks, you guys.
So we were talking about cabinets that you got. We were just getting ready to talk about cabinets that you got that you took on tour with White Zombie. What to cover their stage, right?
Yeah.
Tell us the story, because you told me this story. Tell us the story about how you got those cabinets and all that.
Okay, well, first of all, Dave McKinney from Y&T made all the cabinets.
Y&T, baby.
Yeah, Y&T. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Right? And they were quality, right? He stapled in paper cones. When the lights, they looked like Marshall cabinets, dude. They looked really great, right? But they were really light because they didn't have anything in them. And so we were able to throw them all in this trailer, right, and just take them on tour. And so we just buried White Zombie every night behind we'd stack two wide, 3 high on each side, right? There's video, you can see it, right? And at the end of the tour, Rob Zombie made a poster up for me, and he said, "Gwamba, you Marshall stack packing MFer." Rob Zombie.
Nice.
That's great.
A lot of great shows with that, though.
That was tribute. Now, man, I never really saw it in those guys back in the day, right? I never really got it.
Right.
I just didn't get it that much, right? I was way into more heavier stuff, and they weren't that heavy, right? But the world got them.
Yeah.
The world got them.
They right? Something about that album. My girlfriend and I were really into it, and I don't know, just
great album.
I liked the weirdness of it.
Great first album.
Like
two
little,
albums were great.
Yeah, all the little quirky recordings that were involved in the.
Totally, it was the drums too. Like if you listen to Nirvana, right, and Dave Grohl's drum beat goes right. It's that certain drum beat that goes with Nirvana.
It's pocket.
You know what I'm talking about?
So yeah, it's so pocket.
And it's the same thing with White Zombie, right? Except for it's not the. I can't even pull the drum beat, the Nirvana drum beat up, right? It's some you know?
Right.
But White Zombies was
that gallop.
Yeah.
And that was Ivan, dude. That was all Ivan DePrume that did all that stuff, right? But I did get that part of it. I always thought that their gallop was really good.
Yeah, that was a great gallop.
I read the story that the guitar player, I don't know his name. I mean, this is his
At
quote.
the time?
Yeah.
It was Jay.
Yeah, he goes, I didn't know, I could barely play.
Right.
He goes, but Rob just said, get up there and, and he goes, I basically learned the guitar, I think, in college. And he goes, or I don't know, like around that age, and hadn't played for more than a year, I guess, or something. I could be wrong, but there, that goes to show you there, that he had, I think they had that, whole visual was so well put together. Rob, this art guy, he's an art guy,
Yeah, he's definitely an artist.
They put it together through, I think it's art metals, what he was calling it, sort of. So it was a brand new thing. But when they came out, that album reminded me a lot of how Appetite of Destruction was recorded. Mm-hmm. Very raw, not a lot of, it was, it wasn't not a lot of overdubs, not a huge production, but but it worked. It had a sort of a garbage feel, and I liked that. It was raw, really raw. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It took a while to,
None of the shows were packed at all, And Rob came out and DV'd his all every night. I mean, he just was everywhere, and he just went crazy.
I saw him on a video. I don't know where it was on TV, obviously somewhere. I don't know if it was MTV or whatever. And at the time, back then, when I watched it, he was real breathy. Mm-hmm. And I almost kind of bagged it, like, oh, fucking, he's all breathy. And But then years later, when I started playing bigger stages and moved around more,
right,
I realized that it's not so easy.
Right.
It's not like you're just playing some bar gig standing there. When you have a big enough stage to move around, you got to pace yourself a little bit.
That's right.
But like you said, he always threw it out 100%.
Yeah, man. At the end of this was in '91, right? At the end of this tour, right? They went on to open up for Crowbar and Pantera.
Yeah.
And their first show,
Right,
I remember it, was
that's
at the Circle Star Theater in Arizona. That was the very first White Zombie show with Crowbar and Pantera. And that blew them up, man. That blew them up. Yeah. It was over after that.
I remember that tour.
Yeah, it was totally over after that.
Was it you that was saying to me, Eric, that the bass player kind of got boned out of?
Well, I don't know, but I just heard of Sean. She's, basically, the whole band. Rob just took it. It was his thing.
Kind of like Billy Joel.
Yeah, well, said Billy Joel's more because he got screwed out of millions and millions and millions.
Right.
And I think with this was Rob just said, hey, the band itself. Here's how I look at it. And I love the band. I love especially the second album with John Tempesta on the drums. He did a great job, but it was a totally different album. That was polished, sort of like Use Your Illusions. You went from this raw, and I think the direction. Once he did that and saw that direction, I think Rob said, why am I splitting this up? I'm the creative force in this thing. I'm just going to be Rob Zombie, and I can't blame the guy. I'm saying it's sort of a tough pill to swallow, I'm sure for the, other members of White Zombie, but we know, look, it is what it is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You hate to see it if you're the band member, but you do gotta understand it, I guess.
Yeah.
Financially.
Right.
So, real quick, I want to ask you about your newest member of your band.
Well, it's you.
Holy Lord.
Hey, Gwamba, we, the announcement, special announcement, I don't know how, but we got him. So, it's going to be a new era for Soundhouse, and I'm sort of putting the era we had, and I tell you what, it's been going on 18 years of Soundhouse. A lot of different members, as we've already talked about, and the last Joe Duran, who's family. He's been a bass player. He's the guitar player that just left. One of the best musicians, as everyone knows, on the Central Coast, if not and beyond. But I want to go a different direction. I gotta. And the songs you're hearing Gwamba playing is he's going to perform at Soundhouse shows, and I don't know, I might go have a beer. I don't care, but these songs need to be heard. Like, If You See K, for instance, and all three of those songs aren't recorded yet.
No,
for some reason. We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
But I mean, because they're so great. But I mean, those songs need to be heard. It's some of the Okra Pickles songs. So we're going to change it up. We're going to be still doing cover songs. You're going to still hear me squeal a few songs here and there. But I want to have a set where we're going to be able to have our songs, and then you do some songs, and we're not even sure how it's going to work. But it's sometimes you need a change, and so I think it's going to be a good change for me, or not for me, for the band personally. But it's going to be something that for the people. I mean, because these songs are great. One of the most authentic musician and people I've ever met. We became really close friends really quick.
Absolutely.
So that's I'm really excited. I'm beyond excited to see the future of Soundhouse, because
Me too.
it was sort of getting a little, not due to anybody in the band, it was getting a little stale. I think some of our followers could probably say that, could understand that, so looking forward to the future, brother.
Me too.
What transpired all this? Like how did all this come about?
That's an interesting story.
It
Now,
is.
Rodney Streeper, who we love, our old bass player, and me got together, and he came by the house, and we were just talking about, we should put something together. I sort of started talking about maybe drumming a bit again, and I said, you know what, man, maybe we'll do a little, put something together. And I wasn't, really sure how serious it was. Sometimes you talk and
Right.
Well, then I went on Facebook the next day, and I happened to see a post from Gwamba's beautiful queen wife, who's sitting right over there, Sherry, and she said, my husband's looking for a band, or something like that. Or I think she was looking for a band for her husband.
That's right.
Which is beautiful. And so I said, Rodney, why don't you contact this guy? Because I sort of wanted this time for this project, if we're going to do something, not to be involved. He wanted to do a 3-piece. So he contacted Gwamba, and then we did a jam.
That was the day I jammed with you guys, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you sounded great.
Thank you.
I was in my room and I was listening to you guys, and I was like, damn, I don't know who's down there, but they sound great. And I came down there, and you guys were like, "Here, come on, jam with us."
Yeah.
And so it was fun to jam with you.
That was cool, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it would end up being where we meshed. I was drumming and trying to sing, and Rodney, and we talked about it. And unfortunately, Rodney, I think, wants to be a 3-piece, and I sort of wanted to go a little different direction. So he was totally cool about it. He said, "Yeah, you guys run with it." And he goes, I think he's got something else he might be looking to do. So I sort of and he lives they live about 3 blocks away. So it worked out really good. And now we have, it just worked out the way it's supposed to, because I needed to change. And like I said, it's nothing to do with any of the members, like especially with Joe, who's just amazing. It's just, I wanted to go to something completely different than what we've been doing.
Now, other than the songs that Gwamba is going to bring to the table, what new songs can your fans hear from Soundhouse?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet, Kel, because this has just transpired like about 2 weeks. We've been working on we have shows coming up. The Tascadero.
Speaking of, right, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, can you bring that? What is that called? It's the Tascadero.
It's the Tascadero Boosters Gala on February 20th.
Yeah.
It's for the boosters of Tascadero. I'm if people don't know, I'm a Tascadero Greyhound. That's where I graduated in '88 and played sports and stuff for the school. So we're always lucky when we're asked to play a benefit for the athletic program there. So probably our 5th or 6th year of doing something like this. So it's going to be his break-in events. He might scare some people if he comes out, looking too metal, but I think we're sort of looking forward to that.
He's got such a light heart. I think it'll be fine.
I think he's one of the greatest guys I know.
And then is that your only show you guys have coming up?
No, well, we have an acoustic show at California Coast Beer Company September 5th, and that's going to be, I say us, I might do a few songs, but I'm going to let Gwamba take that for the most part. I might just play along. I want people to understand what we have sitting here on our Central Coast for 11 years, and it's not really came out and done anything publicly around here, which is, which is going to change.
Well, I'm hoping to jam with you on that show.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
We'll do that Gamma tune.
Yes.
Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to have Gwamba play us out, but thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be right back.
My name is Jennifer Borhone Wescombe.
And I'm Haley Wescombe from Borhone Auto Center. Borhone Auto Center is a family-owned and operated GMC dealership. We are your go-to dealership for quality vehicles. With a vast inventory and personalized service, we are here to make your purchase seamless.
Whether it's a luxurious Yukon or a rugged Sierra, we have the perfect ride for you. Come see us today to experience the Borhone family difference. We are located on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road in Paso Robles.
A Tascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We are all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Hey, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Backstage Fast with the Rebel Bear. We got Gwamba in the house. Want to thank him so much for coming in. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Want to thank all of our sponsors and everybody out there making this happen. What was this? Welcome to Your Grave, was it?
Visit Your Grave.
Visit Your Grave. This is a song called Visit Your Grave by Gwamba. Check it out. You can find him on streaming platform, Spotify, all his stuff with Okra Pickles. Check it out.
Here I sit again, like a possum on an old dead limb, like a bump on a log or a shadow in the shade. I blends in more every day. Lord Almighty, I thought I'd miss you much more than this, but I guess this is the way that I feel it. I'll visit your grave every day. Well, maybe not every day, but one day if I find it, that's for real. Uh-huh. 2 chicken bones in a cupcake, served on a dirty plate. I've been eating like an old billy goat. Feel the sticker stuck in my throat. Lord Almighty, I thought I'd miss you much more than this, but I guess this is the way that I feel it. I'll visit your grave every day. Well, maybe not every day, but one day if I find it, that's for real. My balls clang just like bells. Ow, ooh. Hanging from the chapel of hell. My hips vibrate and rotate. Hey, guess where I tattooed a snake? Uh-huh. Lord Almighty, I thought I'd miss you much more than this, but I guess this is the way that I feel it. I'll visit your grave every day, but maybe not every day, but one day if I find it. Yep.
Thank you so much, brother.
Hey, you're welcome.
Certainly appreciate you coming in with us.
Oh, man.
Hi, I'm Glenn McWilliams.
And I'm Annie. As sixth-generation farmers, we understand what it takes to keep a ranch, a farm, and a community growing strong.
And that's why we started Premier Ag to bring quality feed, trusted Western wear, and real service to the Central Coast.
From hay delivery across the county to hands-on support for local youth and ag programs, we're proud to give back to the community that raised us.
And when we say from seed to stable, we mean it. We've walked the fields, we've fed the animals, and now we're here to serve families just like yours.
Come visit us at 1041 Paso Robles Street in Paso Robles and experience the difference of a store built by farmers for farmers.
From seed to store, where quality meets country.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Looking for a top quality concrete coating in SLO County? Hi, I'm Matt Gifford with MGP Coatings, your trusted local expert in durable, long-lasting concrete coatings backed by Pentec's limited lifetime warranty. Whether it's residential or commercial, we deliver expert craftsmanship, premium products, and unbeatable customer service. When we say we make concrete great again, we mean it. As a locally owned, community-driven company, we take pride in transforming garages, patios, pool decks, wineries, and even interior spaces into stunning, functional areas. Are you ready to upgrade your space? Give us a call at 805-952-5301. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or visit mattgiffordpainting.com. Join the MGP Coating family today.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.